extremes that we need to talk about. And we have often said, don't F with your face.
Don't F with it.
How often have we said that?
We say it a lot. We do it a lot on this show. Just don't turn yourself into some sort of blowfish feline alien.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going around.
Just don't inject things into your face, you guys. It's just not necessary. Now, there's an extreme version of that, which we'll get to. But first of all, let me just show you what happens when you F with your face. Latest case in point. Look at Chrissy Teigen right now, you guys.
What is happening? Why?
What are those cheeks?
And the chin and her chin.
Ridiculous.
She looks insane.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
MFR isn't real.
And look at the caption that Ian Miles Chung wrote. Chrissy Teigen has sexually transitioned into a deflated basketball.
Yeah,
I cannot think of a more apt description.
She looks ridiculous. Didn't she delete a bunch of tweets because she was somehow like connected to Epstein, and she she inappropriately talked about kids? Remember? Am I the only one that remembers that? You remember
I don't remember the tie to Epstein. I remember her inappropriate tweets about kids and how mean she was to like a lot of people.
Courtney, she told Courtney Stodden to kill herself. Do you remember that?
Yes,
you remember
I
that?
remember that.
Why is she not canceled? Why is this chick still?
Well, she was for like a bit, and then she came back somehow. I don't know how she did that. But she did.
Yeah. Why is she still a thing?
Why does she look in the mirror and not see how badly she has effed her face?
Right.
Like she just goes out into the world like, look at how good I look.
Listen, I never watch those housewives shows, but every once in a while I'll flip across them and they'll come across the screen and I'm like, and I recoil in horror. And I ask the same question about those chicks too, because it's like the blowfish lips and they all have the right. They all look in the mirror too every morning. And listen,
and they don't see it. I guess they just don't see it.
Aging is not fun. It isn't. It's not fun. It's not for the faint of heart, especially if you're a woman. It's not for the faint of heart. But I mean, I would rather age than look like a stretched blowfish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would rather look my age than look this fake and weird and botched. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good, you guys.
It's a little weird.
So it was, I want to say it's like a year ago now that Pamela Anderson, there was a documentary about her. I can't remember where, if it was Netflix or Prime or wherever, but it was good. I mean, I like her. She's she's a very likable person. And you may remember that she has been out on a few red carpets. I think most lately it was like the Met Gala maybe, where she's kind of like Alicia Keys, who just decided, I'm tired of wearing makeup. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Right.
And so she has taken that to a whole new level. And I just like her for it. Like, I feel better about myself when I have a little bit of eye makeup on. So that's what I wear.
I'm definitely a makeup person. I like makeup.
Yeah.
I like wearing
I don't like anything on my skin, but on my eyes I do. And so, but she has just decided, and you know how she used to be so glammed up.
Oh my God.
Like with the eyes, gorgeous, right?
She was a glamazon is what she was.
Glamazon. Totally. And it was done really, really beautifully. Well, now she's just decided, I don't want any part of it anymore. And so she was recently interviewed in a podcast where she talked about that decision, and you just can't help but like her. Totally. Here is Pamela Anderson talking about her makeuplessness.
A rebel move is to be who you want to be. Like, what is beauty? Beauty is subjective. And we don't have to look like the covers of magazines. We don't have to do the industry standard, which everybody was so horrified when I decided I didn't need a glam team for certain events. You know, I'd rather go look at architecture at the museum when I was in Paris. I thought, you know, who's looking at me? I'm clothed from head to toe with these big hats and, you know, this much of my face is sticking out. Is anyone going to really fall over backwards if I'm not wearing makeup? And that's where it started at Paris Fashion Week. And it just sent everybody scrambling around me thinking, no, this is not what people do. And I said, well, that even gives me more reason to do it. And not that it was, you know, world peace or anything, but it was just me challenging myself, thinking, why am I sitting in a makeup chair for 3 hours when no one's looking at me? Like, what am I? And even if they were, why am I doing this? Because this just seems like a habit. And not that I'm opposed to makeup, because I love getting dressed up and glammed up. And I just felt like it was time to, I had nothing to lose. And I felt I'm not trying to create a persona right now. I'm not trying to be famous. I need to use my position to experiment and open up conversations.
I think she's genetically gifted, so she's going to be beautiful no matter what. You know,
Right.
she's just a pretty lady. But I think people have forgotten what normal aging people look like.
Yeah, they
honestly.
totally
We've just
have.
forgotten. Yeah, we've forgotten because people are so critical. You know, especially like you'll see like no offense, but a lot of ugly women will look at her and be like, "She looks terrible," and it's like, have you looked at yourself lately? Because I mean, come
She
on,
just looks natural.
she looks right. She's
Listen, I know that people get on her about her hair and they don't like her
right.
bangs
It's
and
like
but
whatever.
whatever. I mean, the
Yeah,
point is she's just deciding, I'm just gonna look like I look
right.
and you can like it or not, and I don't care.
And that's the
And I
thing.
just think that's cool.
I think it's kind of cool too. She's a good 50-ish something role model. I'd say maybe role model's not the right word, but I like that my daughters can look at that and see that that is like normal aging because there's
Mhm.
so much of the opposite out
There's
there.
Chrissy Teigen out there. I mean,
Right.
that's not
It's
nobody should
not
wanna look like that.
normal. It's not normal, y'all.
We want to make sure that you know that you have another opportunity to catch Zach Abraham in a new webinar that he is hosting.
Yes. The whole sports team analogy. I love this so much. Like if your retirement portfolio was a sports team, you need to look at your portfolio and see how did it play for the first half of 2025. And if your advisor isn't looking at that and making any halftime adjustments, or at least communicating with you about how well your portfolio is doing and how it can be doing better, why aren't they doing that? You deserve the best coach for your retirement because it's the only retirement you're going to get, you guys. And that's why we love Zach Abraham at Bulwark, because he's unapologetically conservative. He's communicative. He wants you to win in the game of retirement. And he's having a free halftime webinar Thursday, July 24th at 3:30 Pacific time. You can register for that webinar free at knowyourriskpodcast.com. It's not like a rah-rah speech or anything like that. It's just straight up X's and O's discussion about like global unrest and like the outlook of 2025. And he will answer questions. He's fantastic. You can hear directly from him in the halftime webinar Thursday, July 24th at 3:30 Pacific. Register now at knowyourriskpodcast.com. That's knowyourriskpodcast.com.
Through Track Financial LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. Any references to performance of securities are thought to be materially accurate, and actual performance may differ. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Track 24308.